On the housetop, the reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Hi, Elisa Reese with Reese Financial Freedom Coaching here. And you know what? The holiday season is upon us. In fact, it is just going full force now. It's time for the lights and the carols and the candies and the food and, of course, the gifts. But you know what? Let's face it. Christmas spending can spiral quickly out of control. But today I want to talk about some things that we can do to make our Christmas season more magical and some things we can do to avoid overspending for the holidays. So let's get started. All right, notice this here. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Overspending during the holidays. Now, look at this. From 2005 to 2014, look at the amount of spending that we did in the United States. In fact, 2014, which was 10 years ago, we spent $61 billion on gifts. Now, that's billion with a B. So imagine 2024, how much money we possibly spend on gifts today. That is crazy. But did you know this excessive spending might, will actually come at the expense of our budgets, and often it comes at the expense of our values, which brings up a question. When is enough enough? Now, there is an article written by Ramsey Solutions that I want to refer to, and I will link it in the comments below so you can look at it if you would like to. But they emphasize that excessive gift giving doesn't necessarily make our Christmas more magical. It might even have the opposite effect, that instead of teaching our children gratitude and contentment, it teaches them materialism and entitlement. Interesting, right? So it's vital, it's crucial that we learn to strike a balance in all of this. So how do we do that? Now, there is another article that I'd love to reference, and I will also link that one down below, by Fun Cheaper Free. And they give us a practical solution. And their solution is to create a budget before you go shopping. Ding, 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 right? Well, I don't know if you were like me, but in the past, I fell prey to the excessive gift giving trap because I'm a mom, and as a mom, and maybe you've fallen into the same trap, but as moms, we love our children. We love them so much, and we want each one of our children to feel valued and appreciated. And so we do everything we can to make them feel valued and appreciated. But, I see if you've fallen into the same trap as I have, but I would go to the store and I would actually have a plan that I was only going to spend X amount of dollars on each one of my children. Now we have six children. And so it's a lot of money. Doesn't matter how much you spend, it's a lot of money. But I had a budget. I'm only going to spend X amount of dollars on each child. And so I get there and I start out really, really good, but then I find the perfect gift for one of my kids. And I'm like, oh, I've got to get that because they would love it so much. So I buy it. But then do you know what happened? I go over budget for that one child. And then what you do for one child, you have to do for all of the other children. And because I don't want them to feel neglected or unloved, I go out and I buy another gift for each one of my other kids because, that's what you do. It's got to be equal. And so you can see where this is going. And it quickly spiraled out of control. So it's really, really good to have a budget plan. Okay, so my new motto is if it's not in the budget, it's not happening. Okay, so to create a budget, though, I feel like you need to get everyone involved. So have a meeting with your spouse, or if you're not married, with your significant other, or somebody who can help you with big money decisions. Okay, sit down, go through your finances, and calculate what you can afford. And then once you've decided upon what you can afford, then it's time to make the budget. Now, when you make the budget, make sure you include all of the categories for Christmas. Start with your gifts, include food, travel. Even if you're going to just going to grandma's house, put that money into your budget. Okay, and then of course, decorations. Don't forget the decorations. It may be a smaller category, but make sure you get everything into your budget. Okay, don't want to overspend. Okay, so, and then once you have decided upon what you can afford, you've got your budget, now you need to track all of your expenditures. Do this every time you go out and spend money. Make sure you keep track of that. Now, there are many ways that you can do this. Many people enjoy using an app. There are lots of apps out there, but the best one that you can use is the one that you will use. Okay, so I'm not going to give a recommendation for an app. You'll find one that works for you. There are other people out there who don't like the apps. Instead, they like using spreadsheets. Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, fabulous. And if you're a techie person who knows how to do that, fantastic, do it. Now, there are even other people out there who enjoy the old-fashioned method of paper and pencil. Great. Whichever method is your method, that's fabulous. Just make sure you do it. All right, so now let's move on. Both of these articles that I read, they both highlight the importance of focusing on the meaning of gifts rather than the price tag of the gifts. So whether you're giving a simple do-it-yourself gift, or you want to give an experience such as making cookies or going to a play, that's fabulous. These are excellent ways to make your Christmas more meaningful and to create more value. And let me tell you, the memories that you make by doing this will be more valuable to you and your children than the latest and greatest gadget. In fact, Ramsey Solutions goes on to suggest that shifting the focus away from receiving the gifts to giving the gifts is so valuable. In fact, if you start teaching your children that giving is better than receiving, whether this is through donating toys or volunteering at some organization, it's a great way to make your season truly special. Okay, so another popular method to avoid over-gifting is the 4-gift rule. This is so fabulous. I love it because it helps keep your spending in check and it helps your kids to appreciate each gift. Have you tried it? If you have, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear all about it. Okay, so here's the bottom line. Christmas is about joy, family, and giving. It's not about debt or stress. With a solid budget and a focus on meaningful gifts and moments, you can have a very special and magical holiday season. So if you do want to read the full articles that I've just referenced, they are linked down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow me, and share this with someone who you think might need a little holiday budget inspiration. All right. Thanks, everyone. Happy holidays.